So, out of curiosity, I asked ChatGPT to tell me which words and phrases are commonly red flags for students to tell teachers that they were using ChatGPT to write their papers. And I was pretty shocked to see that almost every single one of these is something that my high school teachers would have marked down if you didn't do. I had one specific English teacher that would take at least 5 points off if your paragraphs didn't begin with furthermore, moreover, or in addition. And you especially needed to begin your last paragraph with in conclusion. Right here, it lists 3 in a row. That would be about 15 points total. When I was in high school, if your paragraphs were either too long or too short, points off. If you used contractions, points off. If you didn't use the passive voice, especially in science class doing a lab report, points off. Rephrasing the question, I don't know if that was a must-have, but I feel like it was generally encouraged. It's obviously worth noting that I went to a Boston area Catholic school where strict rituals were definitely more into play and individuality was not encouraged. Also pretty important to note that I graduated from high school over a decade ago. Still, it feels like students might be in a rock and a hard place. A formal essay is, by definition, supposed to sound pretty formal. If you graduated from high school before the year of 2020, I would love to hear a comment about whether or not you found this relatable. Or if you graduated from high school after 2020 or are still in high school, I'd love to hear a comment about why this may not be applicable and what you do to circumvent these things. It's a very interesting angle that AI may have exposed how formulaic education is and actually is going to force people to encourage individuality and creativity. That's an optimistic view, and I'll take it with a grain of salt.